Welcome. I'm here with Norman LaFrance, the MD, Chief Medical Officer and SVP of Plus Therapeutics. Norman, thank you for being with us. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. We're very glad to have Plus Therapeutics back with us today. For those in the audience that don't know, Plus Therapeutics is a clinical stage pharmaceutical company developing innovative targeted radiotherapeutics for rare and difficult to treat cancers, with ticker symbol being PSTV on the Nasdaq. So Dr. LaFrance, can you tell us more about the recent exciting news from the Plus Therapeutics corner?
Yeah, we have many exciting things happening, but I really appreciate the opportunity today because just last week we were able to complete the enrollment of the first cohort for the rhenium nanoliposome RESPECT-LM for leptomeningeal metastases phase 1/2A dose escalation study. It's a very important milestone, and we are quite pleased with completing that on time and with some very good results.
Terrific. That's amazing. And then can you tell us more about the RESPECT-LM trial? What exactly is being tested here? What are results that you guys are hoping to see?
Well, our research shows, and I think it's important, and I just mentioned we had some very promising and results that were very gratifying. And what we are seeing with this first cohort, a phase 1/2A dose escalation is primarily a safety with the promise and hope for some preliminary drug efficacy that we can see. You want, even in these early trials, it's really ethical to provide patients with some potential hope that there might be some benefit. But at this stage of development, you have a obligation and requirement to protect patient safety, as we are doing. And what we found in this first cohort was, besides a very well tolerated administration, we had a very impressive efficacy signal with a decrease in tumor CSF, cerebral spinal fluid, CSF tumor cell counts. And more importantly, what's being tested, besides obviously safety and efficacy of the administration into the CSF fluid space, and perhaps we can get into that a little bit later, but we were able to confirm very prompt distribution. It was durable in the sense that it was throughout the CSF space. And with our protocol design, we were able to confirm its presence in the CSF space at least a week and probably longer after its administration.
Got it. Okay, let's talk a little bit deeper about 186 RNL. Can you explain to our audience what this is and what the disease target is for this?
Yeah, that's a very good question, and it's quite involved. But I'll try to focus on the key points. The 186 RNL, rhenium 186 nanoliposome product, is a radiotherapeutic designed to inject high doses of absorbed radiation to the tumor, but by direct administration to the tumor. By targeting the tumor more precisely like this, we expect, and we have been showing, that the 186 RNL minimizes radiation or even eliminates it to normal tissue and exhibits a very high safety profile, which again we've been able to see preliminarily. And because of the lack of distribution to normal tissues, because of this direct delivery, the safety margin is quite robust. You minimize or eliminate any delivery to normal tissues, and particularly bone marrow or other sensitive organs. Other important things around this is the platform of our approach. We're able to, again, target this region with a direct intraventricular catheter. It's called an Ommaya shunt. These are very commonly part of the leptomeningeal metastases treatment paradigm. We're able to utilize this Ommaya reservoir, this direct catheter into the CSF space, for direct administration of our rhenium-186 nanoliposome.
Absolutely, can definitely see that. Now, 186 RNL was recently granted Fast Track designation by the FDA. Can you explain what this means at large, but more specifically what it means for Plus Therapeutics?
Yeah, Fast Track is a very important designation for drug development in general and for Plus Therapeutics in particular. And for the leptomeningeal metastases, this Fast Track designation is particularly important because it allows us to have more frequent engagement and collaboration with FDA. They make a commitment with this designation that they will work with you frequently, frequent written communications, certainly, eligibility for accelerated or priority reviews once that occurs, and importantly, a opportunity for a rolling review once you begin generating data. Plus in particular has been very effective with FDA in utilizing Fast Track by engaging with them with specific data, with specific questions, with specific recommendations that they can respond to help us speed our drug development and get it to a pivotal trial as quickly as possible. So, that really represents an advantage for Plus to move this development faster than what you would normally be able to do.
Absolutely. And then if this phase of the study has positive results, what's up next for Plus Therapeutics in terms of developments?
Well, we're very gratified with the results. We've had our investigators say they've never seen results this promising so early in the study. We certainly will be continuing and starting cohort 2 shortly and continue the protocol design and generating more data. But we just talked about the Fast Track designation. So we will be utilizing this Fast Track access to FDA to review these data. We will be, presenting the data and reviewing them with FDA with some recommendations on how to proceed. And with the same product, with the glioblastoma administration and the development program, we've initiated a very good dialogue with FDA to utilize potentially either for a pivotal trial, a phase 2-3 approach, potentially using historical control data, potentially an interim analysis or adaptive design, which would allow you to review data as it's developed, review that with FDA, and be able then to proceed on to a phase 3 trial. Given these early and very positive data with a very robust safety profile, we believe we'll be able to follow this roadmap that we've been successful in implementing for our glioblastoma program.
Understood. All very positive developments and obviously a lot more exciting things to come. But Norman LaFrance, you're the Chief Medical Officer and SVP of Plus Therapeutics. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.